Hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Bonk continues to escalate after it dipped into our last micro support area. It has accelerated even further, 46% up in the last 24 hours, I think it is. And yeah, it's crazy price action. Still 3 waves up, so it could technically be a high B wave. If it's a high B wave, as mentioned in the last videos, as one of the options, so basically A wave, B wave, C wave, yeah. Then because of the overshooting nature of that B wave, the C wave might never dip into the support area again, okay? So that's due to the relationship of an A wave with a C wave. Sometimes, or often they have the same length, right? And if the B wave overshoots, the C wave might eventually end above the A wave low. We had that recently with Ethereum. Of course, it's overshooting now quite substantially. So it could also be, as mentioned as well, in the more bullish interpretation that we're dealing with the yellow count, which is a more direct escalation to the upside. And I would rather than see it as a diagonal pattern. In a diagonal, we are now likely in wave 3, okay, quite extended. So the wave 4, 5 should happen at some point, but it's not very clear from an Elliott Wave pattern point of view. We have a nice 5-wave move up. Yes, we have, and that is a bullish perspective we have and had on Bonk. But I always said, you know, the microstructure here isn't very clean, very difficult to interpret, I have to say that. But overall, a bullish chart, okay? It's just, you don't really get the precision with a chart like that. It's moving, and what are the relevant support levels? So at the moment, the only support level I can offer here for direct trend continuation is this one. It's the 50% Fibonacci level of the last move up, basically of the distance of the third wave, basically. Yeah, and it is at 229489. So it's far away. It talks, you know, it shows a lot about the risk, right? I think a wave 4 pullback is now due, or even the C wave down. So it's impossible to say where it will land. This is just hype in itself, just hype, okay? And the 4-5, I think, would still be needed to complete the next 5-wave move up. But if we then break below wave 4 support, it indicates the C wave down is unfolding. Also, that would likely be a bullish perspective, though. So both counts are bullish, yeah? Even a dip back into or close to the yellow support area would usually, or should be followed by a C wave rally to the upside, right? If Bonk gives us a pullback in wave 4, what would be the main wave 4 support area then? We can talk about that as well. So wave 4. Yeah, I mean, because we're dealing with a diagonal, technically we have to allow it all the way down to the golden ratio. I'm not going to put that onto the chart yet because I have no indication of a top at all. But here, the wider support area for wave 4, actually, it's between 175,204 and 324,838, with all these zeros in front of it. But yeah, don't look for absolute precision. I think when you get profits with a chart like that, just move up your stop, maybe below the last swing low. It's far away, I know, and take some partial profits along the way. Just looking at the market cap, it's already insane, you know, where this might be heading. But we always got crazy projections for price targets with this chart. I even took them off the chart because they are so unrealistic. So yeah, just to highlight, it's only 3 waves up. We could get another 4-5. I gave you a support area for that. Just be aware that this initial move up now is completely overextended. But these rallies, sometimes these FOMO rallies, they can just go. So it's impossible to say where it's going to end. There's no resistance anymore anywhere, okay? And therefore, I think it's just sort of, you know, moving up stop losses, riding the trend until the end as long as possible. Yeah, but as you can, you know, there isn't the precision in the chart really to tell us exactly what this is. So obviously it reacted to the support area. Even the rally from the last support zone, I mean, even from the top, over 100%. So it moves very fast. Yeah, what can we say? I mean, what would be the earliest signal maybe that the top is in? Because that's what a lot of People always ask, but it's difficult on this one. You could argue that maybe with this last wick here, we had 3 touches on this trend line, more or less, yeah? So if that's the case, yeah, we have 3 touch points. It's probably the break of the trend line that might be the earliest indication a top is in, but this is getting very overheated, yeah? Okay, what can I say? Be careful, you know, don't, you know, you can pretty much tell that portfolios will burn when we get a pullback because people are over leveraged here. But yeah, I think it is worth watching that trend line. And if we get a break below the trend line, then we can add a support zone for wave 4 to the chart. That's just a quick update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.